Okay, so I lied. I have one more extra video for you before the end of 2024. I saw Nosferatu. Let's talk about it. I think that's Sean's opening. I better change that. So I saw Nosferatu and I got something to say. That'll work. I love classic films. As a matter of fact, I've seen Nosferatu fairly recently, about a year ago, and my son bought me the entire filmography of the old Universal movies that were made almost 100 years ago. There's something about going back in time and watching what filmmakers did with just their imaginations, with just film and some sets and some makeup, to deliver a terrifying story for the time it was made. And to this day, I watch these films, and there's some creepy settings and set designs and atmosphere that these films deliver, including Nosferatu. Again, if you haven't seen it, it's on Amazon Prime. Go check it out. It's somewhere on some app. Go check it out. And think about it. They made this film almost 100 years ago. It's a classic tale from Bram Stoker's. We all know that, right? But again, just to see what they did back then, it helps you appreciate what I saw yesterday. And that's what we're going to talk about, Nosferatu, okay? A gothic tale of obsession between a haunted young woman and a terrifying vampire infatuated with her, causing unknown horror in its wake. Now, first and foremost, if you saw my 31 on 31 video that I did, if you hadn't seen it, you can check it out there. I am a huge Roger Eggers fan. I love the guy. Not as much as Zack Snyder, but I love the guy. When you look at his filmography, when you're talking about The Lighthouse and you're talking about The Witch, which again is one of my favorite films of all time, very eerie, it very much sets the tone for the time period the story is made in. Let me clarify that statement. Each of his films feel authentic to the time. In other words, the script writing is fantastic. The set designs, the film, he shot, I think, 4x3 for The Lighthouse. Everything feels authentic to the time. So again, I was familiar with his work. I think we all are as horror fans, right? I knew what I was walking into to go see Nosferatu. Oh, and The Northman. That's a great movie. One of the best epic final battles I've ever seen in a film. I know that may sound like hyperbole, but again, The Northman is underrated. Go check out The Northman as well. But again, every one of these films feels authentic to the culture, to that time. You feel like you're maybe seeing something that you've never seen before or were never told through history. So again, I knew what I was walking into with this film. And I got what I wanted. I mean, the performances were amazing. Lily Rose Depp, I didn't know Johnny Depp's daughter was going to be in this, but she had a fantastic performance. And then we have Nicholas Hoult, which again, I mean, he's going to be a great Lex Luthor. I know that, but this is like his second film being a servant to a vampire. But again, fantastic job. And of course, Willem Dafoe. He always delivers. And Skarsgård, let me talk about him real quick. I knew he was playing the role of Nosferatu or Count Dooku. Nope. Fuck, what's his name? Count Orlok. My bad. I knew he was playing Count Orlok, but again, just like Colin Farrell with the penguin and with the makeup and then the voice, I didn't see the guy. I didn't see Bill Skarsgård in this movie as much and as hard as I tried to see a glimpse of him. Unrecognizable. The guy more or less looked like the villain in Resident Evil 4. I forgot his name, but I'll put it here. Everything from the pacing, the stature, how he walked, and then the voice. I hear that was actually Skarsgård's voice. He went through a few weeks of training to get his voice to that level and that delivery. So again, everything felt great and one of the best performances of the year. Again, that guy needs some recognition. I don't know if it's Oscar worthy, but again, he deserves some recognition for this film. Bravo, including Dafoe. Those are the two standout performances in my opinion. Lily Rose Depp, again, was also a scene stealer in this film. Again, I haven't seen her much in other films. I think there was a Kevin Smith movie that I saw her in, Tusk, I think, but that was so long ago. But again, in this film, she delivered. There's some crazy performances where she has to go all out, and there's one sequence of her and Nicholas Hoult are having this exchange where some of the line delivery is man, it's pretty damn hard. But again, the acting and just the range of emotions they're going through. If you've seen the film, you know what scene I'm talking about. There's just so much going on, and it looks like a oneer, but it's just unbelievably delivered. And again, not one performance in this entire film felt weak or out of place. Everybody delivered and brought it their A game. Everybody was convincing, in my opinion, and I loved it. I felt like I was lost while watching this film. What I always want as a 47-year-old guy who has ADHD, I want to get lost. You know that moment you're watching a movie and you're just engulfed in that world. Nothing around you exists. The phones, the people, that guy chewing on those Twizzlers that's making all those sounds with the plastic wrapping. You're just looking at the film and you're just enamored with it. You're gone. That's what I want when I go see films. And I don't get that experience quite often anymore. This film gave me that experience, and I absolutely loved it. I also love the set designs. I mean, again, there's this one sequence when Nicholas Hoult leaves his house in the first part of the film, and he's walking to work, and it looks like a wonder. But again, the stagecoaches, the set designs, the street, the apartments that are around them, the buildings, everything looked fantastic. I'm sure there was some CGI placed here and there, but everything felt real. I didn't know where CGI began and the sets ended. It was that wonderful. The costumes were amazing. The music was amazing. Everything was fucking awesome. Now, I know there's critics out there who are going to say it was slow. It was a slow burn. I found it boring. I can't do anything for you. If you can't appreciate wonderful filmmaking that this man delivered and this cast delivered, everybody in production delivered, I don't know. Maybe you got MCU brain rot. I don't know. But this film, again, if you're walking into a Nosferatu film, you're not going to get Blade or a modernization with today's audiences. So this film may not be for everybody. But again, if you love classic storytelling, this film had some eerie moments in it that it makes you feel like you're listening to an old story that no one's heard in quite some time. I felt lost in that timeline. It was a wonderful experience. And again, if you love filmmaking, if you love classic filmmaking, you'll love this. You have to go check it out. You have to go support it. Go see it. Okay, so with all that being said, I am giving Nosferatu a thumbs up. Go check it out. I loved it. Roger Eggers delivered. Again, I love his filmography. If you love his filmography and what he's done, you're going to love this film. Check it out. If I'm going to recommend this, if you're going to see it, check it out at an early matinee, maybe around noon or 12, because I'm hearing people complaining about movie etiquette, and people are seeing it at night, and there's all these pendejo teenagers that are out there just laughing and ruining the film experiences or being really loud because they're bored or turning on their phones because, again, their attention span is like this. So, again, if you want a great experience, see it early in the day, maybe first showing, so you can avoid all that. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this review. Please, if you haven't done so, I'm almost at 10,000 subscribers. Hit the subscribe button down below. Leave some comments. Hit the like button. I would really appreciate that. I have a store. I didn't know this, but I have a store now. So if you want to get some merch, there's some shirts down there. I'm going to design more. It really helped me out. All the purchases go to keeping everything alive and well here on my channel. But again, thank you for watching. I really do appreciate this. I have one more video, the best of 2024, coming up soon. You'll enjoy it. Until then, everybody, thank you. Take care. I'm out.